Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh, it's a very, very, very exciting time to be in RimWorld right now. It's a very exciting time. I can't stress how exciting it is. Boxative, Portia, Crimson, welcome, welcome. Alicia, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hang on. There's not nearly enough coffee living inside my throat. Okay, that is slightly better. It's a very, very exciting time. Have I stressed how exciting it is? It's exciting. Why is it exciting? Chibi's back. Oh, Chibi. Chibi, Chibi, Chibi. My little 13-year-old, previously one-legged, drug-addicted cannibal. 3.3 years in the freezer. 3.3 years in the freezer. You couldn't tell from looking at the kid. I mean, apart from the bionic leg bit. I did rip her leg off. Because she very obstinately grew one back. So I had to rip it off. What I need to start in pause mode because we need to deal with this mech issue down here, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. I'm definitely going to wait for A, Chibi to get up, and B, the fires to go out. I don't want to start dealing with this until the fires go out. So I need to make a new zone real quick, a no mech zone. So we need to manage areas, get a new area. Call that no mechs. All right, no mech zone. And then do that, thank you. Invert it, cool. And then shrink the no mech zone. Okay, so no mechs, we don't go like anywhere around here at all. Okay, which that's just off limits. Okay, completely off limits. All right, so put everybody in the no mech zone. There we go. So everybody in no mechs, and then the mechs can also be in no mechs, which is kind of odd when you get right down to it. Okay, so everyone back to normal, and by normal I mean Chibi's back. Polly's in prison to save her life and make her happier, and she's being very rude about it. Very, very rude about the situation. She punched people, which was no good. Nobody liked that, especially the people that she punched. But we've kind of calmed her down a little bit. Villa's coming in. Villa, what exactly are you doing? You're feeding a duck egg to Polly. Just a raw egg. Right on. Sure. Cool. I don't know. Maybe Polly's an ova. I don't know. Somebody who eats eggs. There we go. What I did want to do, we have so much human meat. I'm going to start making some fine meals out of it. So fine meals, but the only meat I want is human meat. Okay, so human meat, and then you can use any vegetables. I don't care about that. That's fine. Just do whatever you want with the veggies. You can have any vegetarian in there and any animal products, but just human meat. That's the only meat. Tim, welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's do, I don't know, 20? Try and get 20 fine meals in here. Yeah, and then let's bump that up a little bit and get them making some fine meals. I think they're going to polish off a few simple meals. Oh, ovitarian. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for, Portia. Ovitarian. Baby One is in here observing Villa doing this, so I assume your medical skill might be going up a little bit there. No, it hasn't gone up at all. Is that a social that you're doing? Okay, you're doing something social. All right, so Villa's cheering up Polly, which shouldn't take much. Polly, here's how I cheer you up. I literally put you in prison to save your life. Okay? Cheer up, kid. Oh, you were converting her. Oh, that's even better. Good. Yeah, we'll look forward to that. Really easy way to convert people. There we go. Coffee. I love coffee. Coffee's my thing. It's kind of my jam. It's kind of a branding thing. All right, so the fires, well, the fires that I care about, which are these ones, are almost out. These ones I don't really care about. They can just go down there. Wow, wait, did we just... Oh, we converted Vevin. Okay, I mean, that's cool too. Yeah, I mean, that's a fun thing. So we'll start working on recruiting you now that you're into our jam. And our jam is cannibalism, and drugs, and cutting our body parts off. Especially in the case of Chibi, who had a perfectly functional human leg, but is now happier that I cut it off and replaced it with a bionic leg that I've been saving for, like, years, waiting to put into this kid. I should really give Wushak his lung back at some point. I mean, I did take his lung out, and now he's like, hey, I've only got one lung, but I'm like a member of your colony. I should put that in. I'm kind of saving it for something bionic. There's no reason to put a regular organic lung in there. Nobody wants that nonsense. Hey, are we ever going to get going on our joy wires at any point? I would love it if we started doing those, because speaking of Wushak, that would be a wicked easy way to cheer him up. Wushak is just not happy Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot going on here, but he's depressive. And that'll nip that in the bud right there. It'll take out depressive and colonists left unburied and still have some room for him to be even sadder. So I'd like to get going on that. Who's supposed to be on, like, #1 crafting? Toblerone. All right, Toblerone, what are you doing right now? You're playing the harpsichord. Is that the best use of your time? Why don't you go work at the machining table? Do we have, like, a stone block thing set on forever? Probably. I usually do. Yeah, let's suspend this. Let's suspend that stone block thing. We've got a quantity of stone blocks that I can work with right now. So really focus on the whole plugging something into Wushak's brain, and then he'll be happier. Villa is feeding yet another egg to Polly. That's an odd choice. Just a single egg. It's almost ceremonial in some way. Like Villa is honoring Polly with this one egg. Hard-boiled eggs are great on salad. I mean, I'm not arguing the egg point, Tim. You understand that. I'm not arguing the deliciousness of eggs. I'm arguing why we're feeding a prisoner a solitary egg when there's, you know, meals that they could be getting down with. I'm gonna bump up the fine meal one because we got plenty of simple meals right now. So let's bump up the fine meals because that will kind of ration out the human meat a little bit better. Instead of doing like all human meat, it'll be some human meat and some vegetables. Also, we can expand this, finally, because Chibi is out of there. Okay, well, that's not actually where Chibi was, but in my mind, it's where Chibi was. She had been there so long, she'd worn a hole in the floor. I'll tell you what, another Resurrector Mech Serum would not be bad, but I'm kind of thinking, I was thinking overnight, because I'm either playing RimWorld or thinking about RimWorld. So I was thinking overnight, yes, I would really like to get Marcus back because, I mean, A, vampire, B, had a ton of good skills. Like, really, really good skills going on here. And now that I've messed around with the Sangophages even more, I realize their power in combat. That the whole jump plus throw your bones at somebody is just ludicrous. I would like to get Marcus back. I'm not as sold on Lon, although Lon has a lot of good skills and actually is an excellent doctor. Boy, sitting with this colonist left unburied thing is really chewing into my colonist happiness. There we go. Speaking of happiness, we're finally getting a joy wire done. Good job, Toblerone. How are the fires going? Yeah, see, these fires are getting a little more fire. They're like more fire than the last time I looked at them. Boy, it'd be wicked awesome if it started raining right now. That'd be great. Hey, Wilbur, depending on how long these fires go, I know you're working on something real good. Yeah, the hospital bed. Gee, you're almost done with that, too. I was going to switch you over to mortars, but you know what? You're pretty much almost done with the hospital bed, and I wouldn't mind having that. Chibi, I know you're new to the colony again, and everyone you've ever known or loved is dead, including your own mother. Marjo. It took me like hours to remember her name. Marjo, your mother, from Murder Team Alpha, is dead. And I know this is a bit of a blow to you, but you are being a little bit lazy right now. I have given you a nice bionic leg that you could be running around in, and you're not. So, you know, there's that. When do you think you might be getting up? Another 12 hours. Okay, resurrection sickness for 12 hours. I can cope with that. And you're still high. Or at least you've been high recently. Okay, let's move it on a little bit faster and kind of pray for rain. Is there a time for a RimWorld nuke? Yeah, I'm pretty much assuming that RimWorld has sensed the resurrection. Oh, wait, is it actually raining? Wow, couldn't have timed that better. That was good. I assume that RimWorld has sensed the resurrection of Chibi and will now be nuking me. Murder, why are you so sad again? The low psychic drone, no recent conquest. We got to get you converted. Yeah, we really got to get you converted. I might arrest you, because that's a really simple way to convert you. Like, Polly is already, like, barely believes in this family nonsense here. I think maybe when Polly gets out of prison, we might work on murder. I could just do a conversion ritual. Not now. I can't do one for like 7 days. Murder, how firmly do you believe in the nonsense you believe in? Pretty firmly. Astro Justice. Poxitive, excellent question, actually. How is the trap progress? Not very good. Not very good. I did, before I started recording, I did earmark a bunch of trees for demolition here. but I've only got the one Agrahand. I could put somebody else onto cutting. Yeah, I don't really have anyone good on cutting. Send the kid out there. Send the kid out to cut trees in a lightning storm. That's a good thing for kids to do. That's an important fire. That one isn't. That's a planned fire. Never mind. They're already out here. They're already out. Okay, never mind. That was an important fire. We need to take care of that one. Will drugs help focus our colonists? Absolutely. I bet you Chibi in her unconscious state is just raring to get into the drugs cabinet. Just can't wait. I mean, it is 10 feet across from where she is right now. I mean, there's so many drugs over here. She could easily overdose in seconds with what's over here. And probably wants to. Probably that is her plan. So if I can get murder converted to our ideology, that's going to kill a lot of these things. Although, really, if I can get rid of that psychic drone, that would be good too. Okay, I think... Yeah, see, so many of these are just... Well, two, honestly. Two of these are... I hate the ideology that is around here. Okay, this is done, and the rain is... Well, the rain is not over. It's a rainy thunderstorm. So I want to... What could I do out of stone blocks? I've got granite. Extreme break. Murder, just go off on a tear, then. Okay, just lose it, I guess. So, I don't have time to deal with you. I've got other things going on, one of which is Chibi. Chibi's up! Chibi's up! Chibi's up! And look at her move with that leg. Boy, that bionic leg is doing great. Probably gonna go get dressed. She's immediately putting on a human leather parka. She can't wait to dress up in human skin. This kid has waited 3.3 years to get a grown-up human leather parka. And here we go. Oh, Chibi, it's so good to have you back. I can't say that enough times, kid. I'm so happy that you are back, doing all your things here. You, of course, immediately goes for the beret. Of course, Chibi loves a beret. Hey, Chibi, why don't you get a weapon? Yeah, get a charge rifle. As I recall, you're actually pretty good at that. Yeah, you're shooting a 5. You're no slouch for a 13-year-old in the shooting department. Yep, Dee Dee here is the only creature that you remember. Everyone else is a complete stranger to you. And your mom's dead. Sorry, I don't know if anyone's mentioned that. Your mom's dead. Like, wicked dead. Is that one of the fine meals with humans in it? Oh, yay. Good for you. Oh, that's going to taste real good. How are you feeling, kid? So what do we got going on here? You want to get high. I can deal with that in seconds. I know you want to get high, kid. You've ate a fine meal. You got the soothe from the pulse thing there. You're wearing a human leather parka, and you're wicked psyched about that. Yeah, you are actually basically fairly happy. I will get you high, because, you know, I know you're into that. What are you doing right now? What are you going to go do? You're going to do some mining. Cool. That's fine. Would you like to do it while you're high? Because that probably makes the day go by much quicker. Hang on, coffee in my face. Okay, so back to dealing with my mech issue. So I want to set up some defenses here. So, what did I say? I had granite. Okay, so how about we did some granite barricades? I could actually take advantage of this a little bit. So, like that. Is that close? Yeah, that will be... Is that really close enough to where I want it to be? Maybe not. Let's do this, and this, and this, and then cancel those. Is that in... Hang on. Is that in the no mech zone? So, expand... Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, good. Somebody will get on that eventually. But Toblerone can do the conversion thing, but can't do... Yeah, can't do the conversion ritual, but could do a conversion. So where is Murder? The Murder is asleep, of course. Why wouldn't Murder be asleep? So, oh, no, Murder's up. Never mind. Go convert Murder to our cause, please. Because she's being very, very fussy. Ambi, our favorite alcoholic chicken. Welcome, 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 welcome. So yeah, go convert Murder to our cause. And by cause, I mean cannibalism. And all the other stuff that we do around here. It's not going to be super effective as a church ritual. Ooh, wow, actually it was. 72 to 48. Dang, that was a really good conversion attempt. And Chibi's down here working. The kid's working hard. Been alive for only a day or so. And already converting. Good for you, kid. This seems out of order. This does not seem in the correct order. Is there something new in here? I don't immediately see it. But I feel like the wall lamp is one away from where it should be. I might be wrong about that, though. Still looking for those bonsais. I don't know why I have bonsais and sanguiphage, but not here. All the same DLC is added. There's no change in the DLC. And are we ever going to get this stuff harvested? Because this is, like, ready. I gotta get another agrobot. Not an agrobot, an agrobot. So let's get another one of these going here. So do one of those, and then... Who, again, is my mechanator? I always kind of forget this. Is that Wooshak? Yeah, Wooshak. Could you get on this, please? Or what are you doing right now? You're making some meals. Just take a break from that. Get the subcore encoder done. Actually, I say that. Do we even have enough steel for that? Oh, yeah. We've dug up quite a bit of steel. I don't know quite where we got all that from, but I'm glad we have it. Okay, and trees are getting cut down. Does that mean the traps are going back in? Yes, many of the traps are back in. So, good news there. And have we even begun to work down here? We have not. So my plan, because I'm a genius, hashtag geniusosity, is that we're going to set up defenses here. And then we're going to summon Death from Above. And then immediately summon the Trooper Squad. And then we're going to hang back here and fire. And you had a tree sowing book in the other one. That's why you have bonsai. Oh! Oh! Good job, Poxitive. Well done. That's a... now I'm going to have to correct myself in the next video. Oh, well. That won't be the first time for... Lord knows that. Alright, let's get things moving a little bit faster here. I've got a plan. It's an excellent plan. Everyone's a fan of my plan. Wilbur, why are you so sad? You have human leather pants on. And you're high. Let's see. Psychic withdrawal. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem, isn't it? And you all... wait, you do believe in our jam. Why are you sad that we butchered people, then? Yeah, we butcher humans, like, all the time. Caused by belief in Great Army. You don't believe in the Great Army. You believe in our jam. What is your problem? What? Maybe that's an old thing. That might be old. We might have converted since then. That we might be hanging on to that one. So let's set up another Agrahand here. So one Agrahand. Wooshak, could you get on that, please? Yeah, work at the mess. Oh, we've got another goat coming. How many goats do I have now? Can I maybe shave off a few goats? Yeah, I don't need all those goats. Not even close. So, how many boy goats do I have? Yeah, way more than I need. So, we're going to get rid of that goat. And we are going to get rid of that goat. And we're going to get rid of that goat. Quest available, drone data hack. Oh, is that one of the ideology ones? Orbiting space drone. Okay, to get the information, hack into the drone's computer. Hacking takes time. And that'll give me info on one of our relics. Okay. I'm gonna just click that off and think about that one. I certainly don't want to do it now while there's a mech cluster here, because you know it's going to land right there. You know it's going to land right there. Hurley, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, I've had goats for ages. I've had many animals. Most of them are dead. This muffalo is about to die, and I will eat it. Because I'm allowed to do that. I didn't kill that one. I didn't kill that one. Okay, that's not on me. I don't know what happened to it. I mean, I can certainly find out. What happened to you? Oh, it hit one of our traps. Yeah, okay, so I kind of did do that one. Right, okay, that actually was my fault. Les, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I didn't actively murder the goat, or the muffalo, rather. I didn't actively murder the muffalo, but I certainly passively murdered the muffalo. So it's kind of on me a little tiny bit. But it is about to die, and it will be food. So we're certainly going to eat it. How are the traps coming up here? Okay, many more of them have been put in place. I'd love for those to be out of steel, but I just don't have the steel to give away right now. Are you dead? Yes, you're dead. Okay, somebody will come and collect you shortly. Is the kid's body still in the freezer? Hurley, getting caught up here. Chibi, now alive. Alive. Okay, which is different than what you remember when she was dead. Okay, there's the muffalo coming in. So, last time, Hurley, somebody we helped ages ago, Combs, I don't know if it was a refugee quest or a royalty quest, but they popped by and we basically put them up for a few days. I don't even remember what their problem was. I got other things to worry about. And their reward later, they're like, hey, thanks for putting me up for a few nights. Here's a present, was a Resurrector Mech Serum. A Resurrector Mech Serum. So Chibi is alive, which is, again, different than what you remember when she was dead and in the freezer. Hang on, there's an eclipse. I don't care. Murder's still gonna go nutso at any second. Is that my joy wire over there? It is. Tell you what, Toblerone, you were asleep. Boy, I'd love it if you could finish that. Chibi's still digging at granite up here. Cool, good job, kid. Way to go, Chibi. We've immediately put Chibi to work in the mines. Because, well, she is still only 13. She doesn't actually have that many skills. The drone is intensifying. Okay, we got to get this done. We got to take care of this. So people are going to need to do some things when we get up in the morning, because that's going to be brutal, especially on murder. Yeah, it's 33. 33 at this point. Innocent animal killed. It wasn't innocent, it was a muffalo, and it wandered into the trap, which you should say is unperceptive animal killed. The animal that didn't... Oh, God, there we go. Murder's off on terrifying hallucinations. Good. That'll keep you busy for a while. That'll keep you occupied. Now Wilbur's going to flip out. Wilbur, what's your problem? Sad youngsters. I don't have any sad youngsters. Hang on, everything is popping off again, as the kids say. No artificial enhancement. I will work on that one, Wilbur. I promise. Who got converted? Oh, Polly's been converted. Great, you can come out of prison. Hurley, just to bring you up to speed, this is going to be kind of a quick one. This is Polly. She was a colonist, and indeed still is. She got malaria, and she absolutely refused to get medical treatment. Instead, she decided to go insane, so we knocked her out, put her in prison, cured her malaria against her will, I might add, and then while she was there, we converted her to our ideology. I think you're all caught up now. So, we can go ahead and release you. Yep, you're good to go, kid. Good. Congratulations in believing in our nonsense now. Yeah, there you go. You're all set. All set now. High life missing. Yeah, I know. We butchered a lot of people. We butchered many, many people. There you go. Polly's back. Welcome back, Polly. You can be part of the colony again. Can I do the same thing with murder now? Hang on. Everybody stop. Villa. Villa doesn't do any violence. Toblerone, if I draft you, can you... Yeah, go arrest murder. I'm just going to eliminate the middleman with this conversion thing. I'm just going to arrest people and put them in prison and make them happy against their will. Oh, hang on. Chibi is sad. Well, that's no good. Why is Chibi sad? Because it's a moderate psychic drone. Night Owl in daytime. That's kind of on you, kid. Yeah, you do have a lot of issues going on. I'm not going to lie about that. Chibi, what bedroom have you kind of... You know what? You can have this bedroom. Okay, that can be for Chibi. And then let's put a cooler in there for you. So, one cooler right there. Chibi's having a tantrum. She's going to go destroy human leather. Is this because you don't have a human leather beret? Because I can make you one, kid. I can make you one. You took a beret. Chibi's already fine. Chibi's fine now. Could we just get these defenses up? Because everybody is flipping out, and I need to deal with that right now. This needs to get dealt with. Polly is about to finish off that research, though. That will be very welcome. And Dee Dee's in here, I think, chewing on some leather. And apparently we found a rat that we're also going to eat. Boy, it's a good time. Hospital bed is done. Okay, cool. Why don't you keep working on mortars for now? And also, remember, Dave, to... Oh, Toblerone already undrafted himself. Okay, cool. Good for you, kid. Herself, excuse me. Good for you. Well done there. And more fine meals being made out of humans. All good stuff. Wilbur's on a food binge. I need to deal with this. Oh, hang on. Whoa. Entity liberator murder. I don't like any of those words. What is entity liberator murder? Murder has become suddenly allured by a captive entity and convinced it must be freed. Right. See, that's going to be the Revenant. And I don't want the Revenant at all. So, where is murder? We might have to kill murder. That's ironic. Murder's there, and you are out of my control. I need a team here, team. Polly, I don't think you're armed right now, but come over here anyway. We need to go deal with murder, because I think murder is about to release the Revenant. Although... Can murder get out of prison? Well, isn't this interesting? Isn't this an idea? Hey, in the meantime, now that Chibi is back, is she useful? Or Colin's just looking at a snack. She will be useful. So she's turned 13, so now she's got traits, which is fun. I think we gave her beautiful or kind, one of those two. And she will gain skill over time. She's not great now, although she's got a shooting arm on her. Yeah, Night Owl, great memory, beautiful. Yeah, we gave her beautiful, as I recall. And we gave her those passions, crafting, artistic, and medical. I think she already had cooking. So she will gain skill, but like any 13-year-old, sure, she can fire a rifle, but she's not very good at anything else, like every 13-year-old. Okay, I need to deal with the mech issue, like, now-ish. I'm not 100% sure Murder can get out of prison. I should just go eliminate the Revenant. That will solve many of my lingering problems. It's just we're so close to getting... Wait, do we already do skip abduction? Oh, I already did it. What were we working on? Bioferrite? Oh, no, I don't need that as bad. I just want to psychically abduct people. Just, you know what? Kill the Revenant. Eliminate the problem by eliminating the problem. So we are going to execute you. Okay? Execute the Revenant, please. Could somebody actually go bang that out? Can you go do that? Execute the Revenant. Alright, there are no other entities here, so I assume that's what Murder is into right now. I don't think Murder can get out of prison, though. So this is kind of irrelevant. Yes, the Revenant has been killed. Good. And what are we going to do, kids? We're going to leave the spine alone now. Okay? We're going to leave the spine alone and not capture it. Yeah, so Murder, are you like... Are you better? You better? Are you going to get better? Or are you just going to freak out forever? I got to deal with the with this now. This needs to be dealt with. Oh, okay, perfect. Good. They're actually just right now coming over to build my defenses. Lisa, welcome, welcome. Lisa, we killed a Revenant, and Chibi's back. Those two things are actually unrelated, but, you know, it's things you need to know. I'm going to make everything as somebody else's problem, Alicia, if I have anything to say about it. In my world, everything is somebody else's problem. So... Okay, now I can start executing my plan here. Wilbur, you're just pigging out on food. That's not the worst thing in the world. Oddly, Duck is happy. Well, not sad, anyway. Which is weird, because everyone else is freaking out. Oh, are you unaffected? Wait, are children unaffected by this? No, you got moderate psychic drone. Why isn't Duck affected by this? Maybe it's just an age thing. Huh, I do not know. Ooh, the Agrahan's done. Cool. That'll be good. Can you eat the Revenant? No, but we can implant their spine into somebody else to give them temporary invisibility. Bet you didn't think I was going to say that, did you, Tim? You didn't think that one was coming out of my mouth? No, we can't eat them. You're right. We cannot eat them. But I can implant their spine into somebody else, and then they will have invisibility powers. So that is a thing we'll probably do. Maybe Duck. I don't know. Duck's such a disappointment. Hence the name Disappointment Duck. I might just give it to Duck just for funsies. I mean, you're thinking put it in Chibi. Right, sure. If I'm just going to imitate Baby who is named Baby. Yeah, if I'm just going to duplicate myself, but you guys expect better than that. You expect geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. I can't just duplicate what I did with Baby who is named Baby. I need to do something better with Chibi. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be very, very exciting when it happens. We still have human meat from all those people we killed. This is awesome. And the traps have been reset. Okay, good. Wooshak. Actually, how are they doing on the defenses down here? Many of them are kind of in place. Yeah. The cleaning bot does not need to be out here. The cleaning bot could be in the home area. Oh, this is technically the home area. Okay, never mind. Sure, clean up around the defenses there. That's cool. And then... when that's done, hungry pen animals. Yeah, probably. Probably. I haven't given them food in ages. I'm not surprised they're hungry. I have not fed the animals in a long time. So I've had other things going on. I just resurrected a 13-year-old. I brought a 13-year-old girl who had one leg and a crippling drug addiction back to life. And her first move is to grow a leg, which was rather unfortunate because I had to rip it off of her and replace it with something better. Okay. How are we doing? Check again. All right, this is going to go a little bit slow. Could we maybe, like, team up on this, guys? Could we get more people over here to be building these things? Wooshak. Actually, Wooshak, could you go release the Agrahan? Yeah, work at the mech gestator. Let's just get these kind of kicking along here. Okay, Chibi's down here. Not great at construction, but she'll get it done eventually. And she's doing great work over here. Just really opening up this area. I'm hoping to find some steel. Does anyone remember what I was making this room for? Anyone have any idea why I was building such a big room? It was probably a rec room. I think I was building a recreation room. In fact, I'm 93% confident I can. Put the spine in murder. She can't see you and you can't see her. Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Let's do that. That sounds good. How is murder? Murder is apparently back to somewhat normal-ish. She's not a colonist. She's not coming up as a colonist. How's your gig, kid? Alright, maybe if we get this psychic drone done, you'll kind of snap out of it. Maybe. How do we do down here? This is almost good enough. Alright, so I need a team to come out and, like, do this. And one of them needs to be Baby One. Hang on, coffee in my face. There we go. Okay, this is just going to get... Vevin's fully healed. That's good. Hey, speaking of prisoners, how's the other prisoner, Ozcan? Like, what's your gig? Oh, you're wicked into Astro Justice. That's because we're not converting you. I had you on maintain only. Wait a minute. You're not a quest, are you? Hang on, just check that. Edifice, done that. Drugs, ships to the stars. No, okay. No, so we can convert you. No wonder we weren't converting you. I wasn't actually converting you. And murder, can we do anything with you? Like, convert you? Give it a shot. I don't know if we can... Alright, see what happens. I think murder is back to normal. And she's not showing up as a colonist, obviously, because she's a prisoner, Dave. That's kind of how prisons work. So she's not purple anymore. Can you breed Muffalo? That would be a lot of food, you're right. Two things on that, Tim. I'm glad you asked that exciting question. Two things on that, Tim. One, M would shut down my channel. I'm pretty sure she has the authority to do that. I'm not sure how she was delegated that authority, but I'm like 83% confident M has more power over my channel than I do. So it might have been a coordinated effort with her and Mrs. Dave. So M would shut down my channel. Two, although that would be a lot of food, it's not the food that people want. They want to eat people. These guys are cannibals. They want to eat a human. So I want to let them... Wait, a turkey self-tamed? Do I look like I have time for a turkey? Just slaughter that thing, would you? We've absolutely bred Muffalo, Spike Little Girl. We've bred a lot of things. Too bad we don't have our corpse donkeys anymore. Okay, slam it into pause mode. So, Baby One, you have 2 permissions. Trooper Squad and Aerodrone Strike, both of which I need. Who's armed with what? Because a lot of people have been in and out of prison. You don't do any violence, so you have to go down here with Villa. Baby One, you absolutely do violence. You've got an assault rifle. I got a 6-year-old with an assault rifle. I could breed humans for food, that's true. It's a very slow process, Portia. That is my argument to you, apart from the fact that it is a war crime. Apart from that, taking the war crime out of it, it's a very slow process to breed people. It's way faster to breed like ducks or donkeys or anything like that. I'm really excited for the new animals. I want to see the new animals. That's going to be such a cool thing. It's just way faster. Like, I'm getting goats like they're going out of style. But humans, to get them all the way to an adult age where they're going to have 75 pieces of meat on them, that's a big investment. A Muffalo, I just throw down some kibble. By the way, did we actually make kibble? No. Nope, still not actively feeding the animals. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it's a lot faster to breed animals and eat them instead. So, who's armed with what? Baby One, you have an assault rifle. Polly, do you shoot? You do, and your gun was taken off you when we put you in prison. It's a complicated story, Polly. So go ahead and get the chain shotgun. Thank you. And, Polly's in a daze. Polly has gone insane yet again. Yet again. Polly's insane. One more time. Polly is insane. Okay, well, you're just going to have to not come on the team then. Okay, that's on you. How about Duck? Can you... You know what? Actually, you got a shooting of 4. Go ahead and get that rifle. Get that rifle, kid. Actually, no, not the bolt-action rifle. Get the chain shotgun. If Polly is going to go off in a daze, you won't. So let's move Duck up to the shooty squad. And Baby 1, shooty squad. Okay, so I've got 3 adults, 2 small children to take on a mech cluster. Boy, this is going to be fun. So I almost kind of don't even want to risk Chibi. Okay, if it looks dicey, we're pulling Chibi out immediately. Okay? Without hesitation. Is there any way to speed up and rise the human breeding? I mean, I can certainly put a lot of them in tubes, which does accelerate growth tremendously. That's why Duck, who was born after Baby 1, is in fact older than Baby 1. Or, yeah, so Duck should be younger, but is in fact older because we sped up the growth in the tube. I love your thinking, Tim. Tim's an ideas man. And Tim's saying to himself, how can we get human meat faster? We're cannibals. We need to eat humans all the time. How can I generate... So your thinking process, I love the way you're whiteboarding this. You're just throwing it like no bad ideas. No bad ideas around here. How can I get more people to eat? And you're just blue sky in here. I love what you're doing. This is a very exciting time. Okay, so the team's coming over. All right, we're going to slam this into pause mode for a sec while I have a little think here. So, Baby 1, show me your range on death from above, please. So we could get that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can get that right here. Right here. I bet that mountain's going to be a little defensive. Okay, who's ready to shoot things? Hang on, coffee. All right. You do have the advantage of the human labor before you off them. That's true. That's true. Although, Steve, in Odyssey, if you've read the notes on it, apparently we will be able to train animals to hunt specific animals. So they'll actually be able to fine-tune their workload a little bit. They have said that animals will be handier. Because they kind of like blew that off. They used to be really handy. You could train lots of things to haul, and then they kind of got rid of all of that in Royalty when they redid the animals. And it looks like they're bringing a little bit of that back in that. So, for instance, I could train a cougar to only hunt turkeys. And it would just go around the map hunting all the turkeys. And I'm totally doing that, by the way. That's going to be basically objective number 1. Find the biggest, most predatory animal and train it to kill turkeys. Because apparently we're allowed to do that. So you're right. Humans are invariably handier than animals are. What with the opposable thumbs and the tool making. So I need to fire this off. Can we use dark rituals to make our people younger? That would be a long process. That would actually probably be the longest Again, Martin, I love your thinking. We're okay. Team, folks, kids. I want you to all recognize that we're sitting around as a group, blue skying ways to murder people and eat them faster. This is what you're doing with your Saturday afternoon. Okay? Maybe it's Sunday. Maybe you're past the international date line, but I'm pretty sure you're not. So we're all sitting around Saturday. It's like you went down to the pub with your friends, and instead of talking about the local sports team that kicks the things, like the balls that you kick around, instead of doing that, we're blue skying and synergizing and whiteboarding ideas about how can we generate human meat faster to eat it. This is what we're all doing with our Saturday afternoon. I'm doing it too. I'm right here with you. I am right here with you, synergizing ideas about how to process humans faster so we can eat them better. Okay? So, all right, I gotta play RimWorld for a sec here. So we're gonna drop death from above. Could I even get that like right here? Because I think that mountain range there is gonna probably interfere. Okay, go death from above. All right, and then immediately call in the trooper squad. Boom, right there. Okay, so they're gonna drop in. And then we can just, oh wow, okay, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Can we get any shots in on these guys? We have any... Okay, we're getting some shots in. All right, not a lot. We're not really well in range right now. But we're getting some shots in. It's not... Okay, one's down. And that's probably the most dangerous one right there. 2 are down. Oki's down. But Onakas here is just a machine. Onakas here ain't playing. Yeah, that keep shooting. You know what? We're going to come in and kind of help a little bit. We're going to get a little more into range there, because he seems to be very, very focused on this guy. Like, super crazy focused on that guy. So there we go. Okay, Chibi getting some shot. Boom, done. Okay, get up here and destroy this ship. Before we do that, let's make sure we eat people. Let's just go ahead and do that. So, Chibi, you can go off duty. Could you go haul... What do you mean can't haul it? Oh, we're in the wrong zone. Okay, I can fix that momentarily. So let's all be in unrestricted for right now. So, Chibi, just go haul that human real quick. Okay, because the thing's going to explode and it'll probably take out the person. And we don't want that. We want to be able to eat that. And you know what, Toblerone? Why don't you rescue Oki here? Just go rescue the kid. And then all of these things, we can have these. Thank you very much. And that, and that. And can we have this? No, it's bio-coded. Let it rot. All right. And then if you guys want to go to our hospital, that's cool. And then the 3 that are left, line up and shoot this thing. Okay? Take that thing out. Take that thing out. No one forced you to get on the train. No, you're right. You've done this willingly. And I'm right here with you, Alicia. I am also brainstorming ideas on how we can process human meat better, faster, and more efficiently. We're all doing it. Okay, I'm right here with you. Right here with you. So no, you're right. No one is forcing anyone to sit on the Dave train. But yet, somehow you guys end up here anyway. How long does it take to make more tubes? Actually, like Silent Hill McDonald's. Oh, that's a good... Silent Hill McDonald's. That's good. Okay, the thing is over. All right, the drone... The drone has been destroyed. All right, we got a little plasteel there, some meals, and some components, and a little bit of steel. Okay, all of you guys off draft. Okay, just do your jam. Okay. Silent Hill McDonald's. No, the tubes, I can pump the tubes out fairly quickly. That's not that big a deal. Again, it's the efficiency factor. That's the thing. The efficiency factor. It is, well, up until the elimination / misplacement of Murder Team Alpha, it was way more efficient just to go out and murder people. Just go murder them. What I want to do, that we've talked about since we started being cannibals, is encouraging more raids. So, Tim, because you're kind of leading this focus group, if you will, a focus group. Here's how this is going to go down. The most efficient way for me to get a lot of human meat is a big old raid. So you might remember the raid from last week. I think there was about a dozen people who popped in here, and they went through the trap corridor, and they basically all died. All of a sudden, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pieces of human meat immediately. So the most efficient way is for a big raid, and just have them walk right through my trap corridor. They all die, and I don't even have to lift a finger. I don't even have to get involved in that. Okay, the drone is over. Animal starvation still. Wooshak, could you get down with some cook? Yeah, butcher at the table, please. If you could just kind of get the kibble done real quick. Oh yeah, no, definitely chop up the person first. Yeah, no, that priorities here, man, priorities. And the muffalo, sure. But after all of that, could you maybe make some kibble for the animals? Is that a thing that we could do? Yes, now you are making kibble. Good. Okay, coffee in my face, check. Yeah, we just don't have a lot of hay down here. There's just not a lot of hay right now. We have had a lot of other priorities lately, so that's not super surprising. Okay, we're getting some animals fed at this point, and a bunch of these animals are going to be killed soon anyway, so it's largely irrelevant. I see Tasedo's still here. And where's my boy, Oki? Oki, you did a great job in that you fell over wicked quick. Yep, and we've tended to all your things. I don't know if we'll get a little bonus from the royals if you leave healthy. I can imagine that we could. Raids are rare depending on how much your neighbors like you. And what I've done is annoy literally all of them. One of them accidentally, to be sure. I accidentally killed and ate one of their members. Hang on, Toblerone's ready to convert people. So let's use that. Let's just keep that going. Especially murder. Let's keep converting murder. How are we doing on that, by the way? We are... Oh, yeah, you barely believe in this Astro Justice nonsense. You're fine. Go ahead and convert Toblerone... Or, excuse me, murder. Toblerone convert murder is what I'm trying to say. The friendlies are leaving, but not Oki. Oki's still down here being Oki. We do have quite a lot of psychoid leaves, so that's great. That means even more drugs. How much do the Royals like us? Actually, seeing as we're talking about that, how much do the Royals like dig our jam here? Plus 30. Okay, that's not enough to call in a trade caravan, but it's not terrible. Yeah, she's down to 1.7 now. Murder, you're going to feel so much better when you believe in our stuff. You will. You're going to be like, oh my god, I feel so much better now that I'm eating people. This is just great. This is fantastic. Trust me, you will feel better. How are we doing on mining over here? Not as much, but we had a thing. We had an event there. All right. Oh, and by the way, we can deconstruct all of that. So don't need any of that anymore. I think that went rather well. My plan worked. Of course it worked. I'm a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. Hope you can make man-eater packs to hunt for you in the new update. That would be interesting. Again, we can train animals to hunt other animals. I don't know if we can... Well, I say train them to hunt people, but you can just do that normally anyway. I mean, that's just a training thing you can do, which is to have them attack. I don't know if they can do it autonomously. You're like, hey, if you see a human on the map, go kill it. Because, boy, would that make cannibalism either. Hay is an issue wherever you land. Yeah, no, hay does hate me. I usually do better on animal feed, because usually I start it earlier before the animals, like, arrive. I just start a hayfield knowing that I'm going to have some kind of barnyard animal. But with the extra agrihand on board, that should help. Speaking of which, this is all over the map here. Just put all the mechs in the home zone. And then I got to protect... Baby 1, because Baby 1 is the royal. So, Baby 1, you just be in the home zone. You don't go too far away. In fact, why don't you just be in the runaway zone, kid? Let's just keep it simple. Speaking of the runaway zone, where is that these days? Because often it's... Okay, no, I filled all of that out. We don't need that bit, though. Hang on. No, get out of that. Clear this bit. I don't want them going out here. So, clear that and clear that. Okay, everything else looks fine, though. A man-hunting pack of turkeys. In my mind, Anna, they're all man-hunting packs of turkeys. All turkeys are vicious predators. Oh, sure, they come off as a little gobble, gobble, gobble. And look at me, I'm just an innocent turkey. But they're vicious killers. Agent MOR, welcome, welcome. They're vicious killers. So, to my mind, all turkeys are man-hunters. Okay, so let's take a moment to evaluate here. First, Chibi's back. Are there alligators to train? I don't know yet. Not now. But there very well could be. I'm pretty sure, I mean, someone can go check it, but I think I read 45 new animals. Some of them flying, birds, like, who just fly away, which has never really happened. So I'm very excited about the new animals. That might be, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Odyssey is throwing so much on the table. I don't even know how I'm gonna like, filter it through. Again, ideally, in my perfect world, all 3 runs... And we all see that, I said a while ago I was kind of skewing the channel to be RimWorld dominant. Again, not abandoning any sort of variety. I'm not abandoning variety stuff. I'm just focusing and making it RimWorld dominant. So right now I got 3 runs going on the channel. And I would love to roll all of them into Odyssey, because the stuff in Odyssey, it looks like I could go many different directions. So it's not necessarily like build a ship and fly around. It seems like there's all sorts of things you can do. So we'll see. I would love to just put all of these into Odyssey. Yeah, Cobra armies didn't work out, Buzzkill. You'd think it would, right? You'd think it would. I mean, look at that. The Infinite Zombie Generator, aka the Dave Box, hashtag trademark copyright the Dave Box, filled with corpses and cobras. I basically made like the second act of Indiana Jones. Okay? The first one. I made the second act of that. It was filled with corpses and snakes. And did anyone get attacked by the snake? Nope. What did the snake do? Run away. Like a cowardly cobra, just ran away. Ran away. Okay? So, cobras are not nearly as good as people think they are. You know what I could do? Again, we got a little bit of... I hesitate to call it slow time, but vaguely slow time. I could get that other bedroom up and running. So let's start some orders to chop that. That means I got to put the agri-hands outside, which is kind of where I need them, honestly. All of you can auto-repair, and you guys can be Yeah, that will not cover all of that. Actually, why don't you just increase the home zone, Dave? That'd be faster. So that, there you go. Then they can get up into there. All right. Next on the agenda is what? Again, a little bit of slow time. I can get something done. Are we shredding mechs? We should be. Yep, forever on that. And we've made one joy wire somewhere. Is that it? That looks like it. No, that's the stone skin gland. There's my joy wire. I have a joy wire. Wooshak, you were the saddest of us all, were you not? The saddest of us all. Yeah, I can knock so much of this out right now. So and actually improve transhumanist modded. I think I'll get an extra plus on that. Cool. Wooshak, I love everything you're doing, but you're wicked sad, like all the time. So we're gonna put a thing in your brain where you're not sad ever again. It's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna love it. You'll move a teeny bit slower, but honestly, Wooshak, you kind of hang around the house anyway. You're largely our cook. So, Wooshak, could you go rest until healed, please? Oh, hang on. Check that. Make all of that stop. Hang on. Just stop everything I just did. No, don't add a bill. Make the bill go away. And then, Wooshak, just kind of go about your business. Just do whatever you feel. I have hospital beds. I should start building them. So let's deconstruct those 2 beds, and then I'll put hospital beds in there instead. Hey, Oki, I can't extract genetic material. Can I grab an ovum from you while you're in here? No, I can't do any operations. Dang it. I mean, you're basically unconscious. A lobotomy. Yes. So, great question, Agent MOR. And I love, we've talked a lot about how to efficiently process human meat, and now we're spinning the meeting in another direction. How can we make people happy in horrible ways? So I could implant something into their brain to make them happy, or I could just give them a lobotomy. Now, as we kind of test drove in the first time we played Anomaly, well, the first successful time that we played Anomaly, lobotomy is not as good as a joy wire. It kills your skills and makes you slow, and it doesn't actually make you as happy as a joy wire. So it's lose-lose on everything. I think I would only do a lobotomy on someone for fun. Yeah, I said that. Yeah. That's what you're tuning in for. Yeah, I said that. I would do a lobotomy just because it pleased me to do so. But as far as actually like trying to play RimWorld, no, I'm going to go Joywire. It makes them a little bit slow, but they don't lose their skills, and it's happier than a lobotomy. Now, with the whole abducting people psychically, because, war crimes. Okay, so we've got... I should start doing some dark rituals around here. How about we just got rid of this potato field? Okay, I don't think we need that right now. We're growing other things. We've got rice going on here. We've got rice growing on there. And we've got the hydroponics. All this. And I finally see people have started harvesting that too. Do I have any wood right now? It does not appear so. I don't know where the heck we're getting all this steel, but it's coming up from somewhere. And by the way, let's get all of that heal root too. If I don't use it, I can sell it. Yeah, the trees are coming down. So let's get another bedroom going for reasons that are not adequate to me or not explained to me right now. I know you're saying I don't have enough stored. I assure you I will. It'll happen in the fullness of time. And then let's get a light in here. I swear that wall lamp was down here. Wasn't that wall lamp down here? Am I hallucinating? I'm very clear on the order of things here. It's one of my skill sets. And by skill sets, I mean borderline autism. In that I can look at a thing and go, one of these things is not like the other. I would swear the last time I put in there, the wall lamp was down here. And the sun lamp was up in the top corner. Which means something has changed. This is like the Matrix, where like the deja vu. Something has changed. Okay. I don't know what it is. It's still not bonsai. It's still not bonsai. But here we are. Okay. That was definitely down there. Something is new here. Somebody go screenshot. Oh, hospital bed. Hospital bed. That's what it is. That's what's new. The hospital bed is new. Okay. That's what shoved everything out of her. That was going to make me nuts until I went to bed. I assure you. That was going to make me nuts. Oh, bye, Les. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming by. So we got rid of the potato field. And instead we're going to put up a psychic ritual spot. Because, psychic ritual. And what can I theoretically do here? Skip abduction. Yep. I can just psychically abduct people from anywhere on the planet. I do need to kind of clear the prison, though. I've got a lot going on here. What with murder and all. How are you doing? How's your gig? Yeah, you barely believe in that nonsense. Although it actually has gone up. So you've actually believed in it a little bit more since the last time we met with you. Boy, you hate everyone. Wow. You hate the only people you're neutral to are your fellow prisoners. You even hate Baby One. Who could hate Baby One? He's a baby. Oh, dear. All right. Murder's going to be a problem. Would it help if I got you some eyes? Oh, yeah, Yevon has a tentacle. I keep forgetting about that. Yevon, whatever. I forgot Vevin had a tentacle. Murder gave it to him, her. Him. Yeah, see, here's the thing, Vevin, I am desperately in need of male genetic material. You know what I'm saying. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Because I only got one guy in this entire colony who is an adult. And he's kind of useless. He's definitely not going to be the father to this colony. See, Tim, there's another thing in your genetic material thing. These people are useless. Now, I know you're saying to me, Dave, who cares? We're just going to eat them. And you're right. That's a good point. So, I mean, Duck is male, but nowhere near the age of, again, donating genetic material is the softest way I can spin that one. Boy, I tell you what, Vevin, if you wanted to come on board and honestly, it's down in the hospital in the corner in the dark. Just, kind of do your thing there. So how close are you to joining us? Oh, 10.1. Okay. And Villa will be working on you, and Villa's very chatty. People love talking to Villa. Yeah, social of 13. Social of 13. It's now canon that the young eat the old. We were talking about that yesterday, Hurley, and many times, because I like talking about things. Chibi, who is, again, alive, which is different than what you remember, has no knowledge of any of these people. None. She's never met any of these people. These are all complete strangers. And her mom's dead. This is her entry into, hey, you've been in the freezer for 3.3 years and now you're alive again. Everyone, Murder's having dark visions again. Everyone you've ever known or loved is dead and or missing. Because Zash might technically still be alive. So, no, we didn't kidnap Murder. Murder showed up and said, I would like to hang out with you. And we're like, cool, because maybe tentacles. And indeed, tentacles have happened. But really, Murder's a colossal pain in the neck. Just an absolute pain in the neck. Mostly keeping you around for the medical skill. And the tentacles, obviously, the tentacles. That goes without saying. 3.3 years, Hurley, actually. She was dead for 3.3 years in the freezer. 3.3 years. That's how long that kid's been there. So, and she died fairly early on, actually, in this run. Those were the halcyon days of this colony. We had Zash and Riggs and Marjo, Chibi's mom, who's now dead. All those cats were kicking around. We're all having a good time. All just having fun with cannibalism. Hey, we're cannibals and drug addicts. We love ripping our body parts off and replacing them with toasters. And then it all went downhill from there. Why? Because, again, I am a modern Prometheus. Like Prometheus, I have gifted the world. Not with fire, but with geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. And like Prometheus, I have been punished for my sins by being chained to this RimWorld run where I am nuked on a regular basis, constantly. Hang on, I think Murder just got converted. Yeah, Murder's in. Cool. That should at bare minimum make Murder happier. So you can release Murder now. Release Murder onto the world. Yes, like Prometheus, I am being punished for my sins. I have released geniusosity into the world. Hashtag geniusosity. And RimWorld has seen that and is punishing me by nuking me. So, RimWorld has done culls. We've had several culls. Again, we all remember the Great Pantry Fire of 2021. That was certainly a cull. These are nukes, Hurley. This is tactical. This is RimWorld planning tactically to take out my colony. I think there was one day like 5 people just died. I mean, I say they just died. I did release a demonic disco death ball onto the map, which shot many of them and set fire to a goat. And possibly a camel. I don't remember. But definitely a goat was on fire. Actually, we had 2 goats on fire. One was struck by lightning. One was set on fire by the demonic demon death disco ball. Try saying that. I just did. And then, one person just randomly overdosed on drugs and died. These are nukes. These are not cults. These are nukes. So, yet I persist. Like Prometheus. A modern Prometheus. Again, gifting the world not with fire, but with geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. Like Prometheus, I persist. I remain steadfast in geniusosity. Oh yeah, it took out the monkey. Yeah, we had a monkey. It was small, and then we killed it. Well, we didn't kill it. The demonic disco death ball killed it. But, I did release the demonic disco death ball onto the map. So I thought it was just going to go away. That's the thing. Did we ever... Yeah, okay, we've deconstructed one of those beds. Let's get the hospital bed going on, please. So, yeah, sure, just a steel hospital bed will be fine. And then if... Toblerone, you're right here. What are you doing? Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Deconstruct that bed. If I'm going to put Wooshak under the knife, I may as well have a slightly better bed for it. Have we not released Murder? Oh, Murder might still be off on a trip. I think Murder's still off on a trip. And then copy this here. And then I really should get the machine that goes ping at some point. That would be ideal. How does this game start if it can... Wait, how does this game start if it can get to this point? You're gonna have to sizzle that one for me, Tim. I'm not actually sure what your question is. I know I didn't actually technically have to poke the demonic, but it did say it was going to release itself. So all I did was just do the inevitable. Frankly, it did say at a certain point in time it will just release itself. Hang on, coffee. There we go. Is there any plans for the 2 other dead colonies? Oh, the 2 other dead colonists. Okay. Is what I'm assuming you're saying there, the colonists, Marcus and Lon. Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question. It's a very exciting question. I'm really just keeping my options open with those 2. I would love to get them back because they're both valuable. They both have really good skills, and one of them's a vampire, which ain't nothing. Again, doing the Sanguiphage run, I see their value in combat now. I kind of dismiss them. But now I can kind of, now working with their abilities a little bit, they're pretty fun. So I would love to get them back, but also we've been sitting on this colonist left unburied for, since Chibi was dead. So probably like 3.5 years at this point. So if somebody pops up with a nice quest for a Resurrector Mech Serum, definitely Marcus's priority, and then Lon. I think... If there's a quest that pops up that gives me 1 Resurrector Mech Serum, like if that happened in the next minute or so, I'll take it and resurrect Marcus and just bury Lon. Lon's great. But honestly, the only reason I want Lon is because Lon has a broad range of good skills. You got a lot of numbers going on here. There's all sorts of good stuff here, especially Doctor. Very good Doctor. Even better than Murder. But if it comes down to, if push comes to shove, I will resurrect Marcus and then leave. I'll bury Lon, and I'll finally get rid of that colonist left unburied nonsense. Speaking of making people happy, hey Wooshak, your bed's almost done. Do I want to maybe put something else in you while I'm here? Oh, you need a lung, don't you? Geez, I really did want a bionic one. Yeah, I know. Marcus technically has no head. He'll grow it back, just like Chibi grew her leg back, and then I ripped it right off. The kid didn't even get conscious before I ripped her leg off. Hey, Villa, what are you teaching Duck? Social. Okay, well, that's a good thing for you to teach. You're very, very good at that. Excellent. How do we do, the new bedroom's kind of coming along here, so let's get the basics down. We'll do a double bed, come on, like that. And then, okay, things are out of order here. We'll do this in here, and then, you know what, you can have a plant pot up here, and then a dresser right there. Just an extra bedroom. I've got 1 unowned there. Wilbur has what is effectively the royal bedroom. I should really give that to Baby 1. So, Baby 1, your bed now belongs to... No, unassign that and then put Wilbur in there. Yep, got that. And then this is going to be for Baby 1. just before baby one starts to get fussy about not having an awesome bedroom. It's actually not that great. And could we maybe get some more art going on? I think we're in a bit of a period where I can actually do luxury things like art. So, wow. Human meat, eggs, and potato. That doesn't actually sound that bad. Yeah, we're on small sculptures. Is anyone actually doing art these days? Not as such. Toblerone's on that, but Toblerone basically does almost everything around here. I could use a good artist. Hey, Chibi. I gave you a passion in art. Go make some really terrible art, but you'll like it and you'll get better at it. Oh, that's a great idea. Chibi, I'm going to make you into an artist. You're going to do art. You're going to love it. Absolutely love it. Ah, this is done. So, Wooshak, let's tend to your numerous problems here by making you happy against your will. So, we're going to put a joy wire in. Do I want to maybe put in that stone skin gland? You know what? Sure, what the heck. Go. Actually, no, don't, because I might save that for somebody who doesn't have anything. So, Wooshak, go hang out down here. Apart from Murder, who's currently a prisoner, who's my best doctorizer? Wilbur. Great, good. Wilbur. Fantastic. Love everything you're doing. It's actually only a medical of 8, but you're really happy. Oh, Murder's dark visions have stopped. Good. Are we still releasing you? We are still releasing you at some point. Yay, good. So, when Wilbur, or rather, when Wooshak gets into bed, then I'll drop my we don't lose colonists to dice rolls. Okay, boom. And we don't lose colonists to dice rolls. Wilbur, go operate on Wooshak, please. Wooshak, you're going to love this. You're absolutely going to love this. Don't forget to lick the stream. I licked my own stream. Oh, good for me. Yay, good for me. I actually remembered to like my own stream, which is rare, actually. Okay. Nothing has happened in the last few minutes, and that's making me very nervous. Very, very nervous. Oh, there we go. Starvation. That seems much more sensible. Oh, murder. Yeah, go eat something. We've got human meat now. You're into that. You're into that now. You're into human meat. Murder, come here. Are you basically happier about anything at all? Toblerone tried to convert me, and successfully did, I might add. Innocent animals, butchering humans. You know what? You're going to get over a lot of these, and you're going to be wicked happy about things. Yeah, we imprisoned you. It was for your own good. I assure you, it was for your own good. Hang on, I should probably have checked on Wilbur. Okay, we're getting things done. It's in the dark. Maybe wait till the lights go back on. Nope. We don't lose colonists to dice rolls. Nope. Don't lose colonists to dice rolls. More importantly, I don't lose a joy wire to a dice roll. What did you miss? What did Gemily miss? We dealt with the mech cluster. So that's gone, and my plan worked because I'm a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. So my plan worked in that we set up some defenses here. We've torn them down, but we set up some defenses here. And then we did death from above, and then immediately followed that with the trooper squad. And the trooper squad just dealt with everything. The death from above softened everybody up, and then the trooper squad did the rest. Hey, Wilbur, can you get up and operate on Wooshak again? I know it's a bit of a time loop, Wilbur. It's a bit of a time loop. What else have you missed? Murder has had many freakouts. But we finally decided just to knock her out and imprison her and convert her to our cause. So she's wicked into cannibalism now. She's got a lot of issues that she's going to need to get over, because some of these are timed. So it's going to take her like 3 days to get over the fact that we butchered people. But now she's going to love the fact that we butchered people. In fact, you can see, ate human meat. She's into this. But she is sad that we used to do this. She's been in prison. She'll get over that too. 12 days. Wow. She's going to be sad for a while. You've missed a lot. But weirdly, in like the last 10 minutes, no, surgery does not fail on Wooshak. Thank you. No, we don't lose joy wires to dice rolls. You know what, Wilbur? Chill. Murder. I know you're going to be starving in a second because I've seen this time loop before. But maybe I'll have Murder do it instead, because your medical is slightly better, is it not? 10. Okay, 10. Murder needs therapy, or Murder needs bionics. Either of those are good. Either of those will do just fine. So Murder's had some food. Okay. Murder, why don't you give it a shot? No, Murder, where did you go? Murder, give this a shot. Okay, go operate on Wushak. It can't go much worse. I'm not losing a valuable joy wire to a dice roll. Speaking of which, we've got very few components left. Are we making components? Do I know how to make components? I do not. We haven't discovered that yet. Where am I? I'm so far behind. Hang on, I have microelectronics, but not fabrication. That's what I need. Wow, I'm so far behind on my stuff. I don't even have medicine production. It's just the constant nukes. I don't even have medicine production at this point. Wait, the lights go off again? No, everything's fine. Everything's 100% fine. Okay, we need secret sauce. We're going to be Silent Hill McDonald's. Something to get people hooked. Well, I think the hook is the blackmail, Tim. I think once you've eaten at Silent Hill McDonald's, you know, as you go to leave, somebody says, you just ate a person. No, not with the surgery failing on Wushak. All right, one more time, and then I'm just going to say this is just not the right time, apparently. Oh, I just saved that. That was bad. I meant to. Okay, Wushak's surgery has failed. I've misclicked again. I do that a lot. I really should pay more attention. Okay, I'll make another joy wire. That's fine. Wushak, sorry it didn't work out, kid. It didn't seem to be working out. I mean, like 4 in a row there, and you're not doing it. So it's fine. We'll get it all taken care of. How much did I carve into your skull? What did we do? So murder came in again. Yeah, you stabbed and cut at his head so many times, and you couldn't crack that thing open. Wait, murder departure. First of all, that's a fun phrase. Secondly, let me get back to Wushak. So murder stabbed and cut at his skull so many times. Actually, wait a minute. If I put in the joy wire, does that replace the mech link? That's something I have to think about. I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that. I think that might replace the mech link. Well, I mean, I can make somebody else the mechanator, but then I gotta scramble. Wushak, I might find another way to make you happy. Possibly drugs. Yeah, basically, I think murder just stabbed at his skull a zillion times and said, nah, I'm good. So murder's out. Right. Okay. I'm kind of two minds on that, and the first mind is good riddance. Good riddance. Yeah, I know the anomaly run, Spike Little Girl. Stabbed in the leg, stabbed in the stomach, couldn't find the brain. That was technically a lobotomy, though. But, you know, same difference, as the kids say these days. Hashtag same difference, hashtag geniusosity. So, back to your Silent Hill thing. The work there is in the blackmail. You know, as you're leaving Silent Hill McDonald's, people say, you just ate a person, and you are legally liable for that. And they're like, oh my god. And they're like, if you eat here all the time, we'll not tell anyone. That's where you go with that. Okay. Actually, I could just make this the rec room instead of carving into this, and then I can find another use for that. I'd really like to get a recreation room going sooner rather than later, because obviously happiness does seem to be a bit of a problem around here. It's the constant nukes. It really is. It's the constant nukes. I could close this area off and make this into a semi-decent rec room, although people are going to have to go through the rec room. You know what? That's fine. Everything I just said is fine. Wushak, when you get up, we might psychically abduct someone. I know, it's a very exciting time. Oki, when are you going to be leaving? Because you're kind of chewing up my hospitality here, aren't you? All right, yeah, you've been shot a bunch of times. You've been burned. I just, like, I'd be okay if you went away. And are we... Yeah, the animals are vaguely technically fed, but not by much. Yeah, let's make another bunch of kibble. We've certainly got meat. We have a lot of meat in here. We still have some human meat left over. Good news us. Wushak's up. Sorry the stabbing your brain thing didn't work out, kid. I'm very, very sorry about that. And I do have a spot open in the prison. What? Oh, an Imperial Trader. That's perfect. That's great. Yeah, no, I would love for them to come by. They always got good stuff. And, wait, a paid volcanic winter. Interesting. Interesting. Talk to me. All right, the first thing I don't see is Resurrector Mech Serum. A layer of ash. Okay, seriously harming the local ecosystem. So, toxic ash, which is going to be kind of like that, you know, toxic waste thing. Honor +5 and a tech print for jump packs. You know, I was immediately going to say, psh, jump packs, who cares? And then I see the power in the Sanguiphage's jumping ability. Plasteel 174, that's not bad. That certainly has a great deal of value. I could probably live without the Soothe Pulsar or the Recon Helmet. That's neither here nor there. Interesting. Okay, I got 6.4 days to think about that. So here's what I need you to do, Spike Little Girl. I'm going to sit on this, but I'm going to need somebody, Spike Little Girl, to remind me, Spike Little Girl, next weekend that this exists. Because I want to have a little think about that. I like the idea. It is going to kill all of our plants, but we've got some hydroponics, and we mostly rely on human meat. So I'm going to need Spike Little Girl, somebody, Spike Little Girl, to remind me, Spike Little Girl, that this exists next weekend. I'd rather just kind of deal with the trader and then kind of, begin to wrap up for the day here. Where is the trader? They're up there. Okay. And I know I've kind of already checked, but yeah, all the trap quarters are back up and running. I could start making more of these steel. We have accumulated an amount of steel at this point. But I won't bother right now. Chibi, I see you're mining. Do you want to get back on the art game? Have you done all your art? No, you haven't done all your art at all. Oh, because I didn't say stone blocks. Okay, yeah, you can do it out of stone blocks, kid. Just go ahead and do that. Oh, do we make the other joy wire? Oh, it's an unfinished joy wire. Toblerone, you're smoothing a wall. Could you finish the... No, don't clean the workshop. That's a terrible idea. Toblerone, could you just finish the joy wire? I want to have another crack at Wooshak, maybe. Although, again, I am slightly concerned that may... kind of pushes Mech Link out. That's what I'm thinking with that. Let's get Villa. You are very, very good at talking to people. Where's your actual trader? Oh, there you are. Moses. Okay. Wait, lacking Nessa. Oh, title. Right. They're royals. Yeah. Baby one, you got to come talk to them. You're 6. I'm going to go have a 6-year-old do some negotiating over here. Right. Because 6-year-old is the only one who can do this. But the royals usually have good gigs. So I've got a degree of money. I have a lot of drugs. And I think we've actually stopped making drugs. I think we've kind of run out of bills here. So let's make sure we're making lots and lots of narcotics. So make another 10 of those. And then make another 10 of those. And yeah, the smoke leaf joints forever. Okay. What have we got? They've got some glitter world medicine. That would help with the whole joy wire thing. All right, so I don't want to sell all of my drugs because we love drugs. So just don't sell them that many. Sell them like 50. And then same deal here. Sell them 50. We're going to make some more soon anyway. And what else have we got? We got some yayo. All right, don't sell them. Yeah, sell them 50 of these. And we're already up to 1,600. Great. Good. We'll keep the Psych IT. I have a lot of cloth already. See, that quest reward, I could just buy some plasteel if somebody had some. They just don't actually have some. And I can get a tech print for jump packs right here. Gene pack for unattractive. Wow, really selling it there. Really, really selling it. Hey, would you like your colonists to be less attractive? Not really, not as such. What have you got for books? Biosculpting. Ooh, oh yeah, that's one that I usually save till the last. Yeah, let's get that in play. The Dead Hatchet, that's just recreation. Musings on Taming, that'll be obviously animals, right? Yeah, animal skill up. And health science. Ooh, medical up. Yes, please. Yeah. And they still can't afford me right now, so let's get some more stuff. Ovum of Villa. Wow, only worth 32. Wow, way to slam Villa. Your genetic material is only worth 32 silver. You got any good cybernetics? You got an immuno enhancer. That ain't a bad thing. That ain't bad at all. It's very expensive. But that would be really good, especially with that malaria that we had. Boy, if somebody had that. Okay. You got a charge rifle. I'm not opposed to that. I could sell you some ratty clothes. Here, have that cape. It's not actually that ratty. And then, yeah, you can have that sculpture. That must have been one of Chibi's. Poor, small sculpture. So, hey, the kid's just getting started. She's a 13-year-old artist, all right? You just don't slam her. And in return for that, I'm taking that immuno enhancer. That's a nice little cybernetic piece there. Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's do that. And we went up 3 points with them too. We went up 3 points with them just for that. Hey, guys, if you want to take your like soldier here with you, like throw him on the back of a muffalo, it's just he's kind of sucking up food, he's kind of sucking up food here. Like there's a lot of food that's going into that guy, and he's just sort of lazy. Admittedly, he did solve most of my problems, which I really do appreciate. But he's not really contributing much. I'm going to mine that out just so they can get that bit, because it's going to annoy me otherwise. Harvest more organs. Yeah, no, true. Organ harvesting. Again, think about efficiency, though, Buzzkill. Because you know I'm all about efficiency. I can't even say that with a straight face. I'm all about efficiency. So yes, organ removal is profitable. But what is more profitable and faster is drugs. Hardcore narcotics. It's your path to riches in here. Path to riches. So I've got what? Ozcan's getting converted, and Vevin is getting recruited, and probably will be on board fairly simple. What? Oh, that's a mech that we're pulling in there. So I think my next plan is I want to optimistically say this has actually been a very low-key part of this. Yes, we dealt with the mech cluster, sure, and we stabbed Wushak in the skull a bunch of times and didn't really work out. But apart from that, actually things have gone surprisingly well. So obviously the next thing I want to do is psychically abduct someone from another part of the planet. Duh. Almost everyone believes in what we believe in, too. I mean, Murder kind of took that conversion and walked off. A little rude, frankly, a little rude. But everyone kind of believes in our jam. The joy wire's done. Good, so I can make somebody else psychically happy. This has been alarmingly low-key today. Alarmingly low-key. Not really sure what to do with that. I think what I will do is take next time that immuno enhancer and the Revenant spine and plug it into one of the two kits, Baby One or Duck. I'm not really sold right now. I'll kind of figure that out. Just for funsies. Really, just for funsies. Just to do the old cybernetics on them. Yeah, there's the Revenant spine right there. Yeah. Let's never, ever activate that again. Okay? That's the new rule. Let's never, ever activate the Revenant spine ever again. Okay? No more Revenants. They terrify me. Also, why are we not feeding the animals? I mean, if they do die, we're just going to eat them, so it's kind of irrelevant. But yeah, I'm gonna call this one in the win colony here. Colony column. The colony is in the win column right now. So I'm just going to back off slowly from RimWorld. All right, guys, we will pick up some more of this again next time. Thank you, as always. I know I kind of gush over you guys, and I'm like, oh, you guys are the best. You are the best. You allow me to do this publicly, and I look forward to this every single week. Like, I know I say that a lot, but I want to stress that to you. I look forward to this every single week. I'm like, oh, boy, I can't wait to get the stream going. And you never disappoint. You come by, and I have a fantastic time. Hopefully you have a tolerable time. And I continue to get to do this publicly for you because I love doing it. Absolutely love doing it. So we'll come back to more of this next time, Friday. And again, Spike Little Girl, you're going to really have to remind me about that quest because I kind of want to have a think about that one. But guys, I will see you next weekend. Thank you so very, very much for coming by. Please go do far more important things with your week than this nonsense. I will see you next time. Goodbye.